But yeah, so he was very nice to me when I was starting my chef vendor. He offered advice, and then he would sell resources really cheap. And he actually did this with his weapons and stuff. And it's kind of a model that I took at points, right? Instead of putting out a little bit at a time as he made it, he would make like a big batch of stuff and just drop it all at once. And I used to do that too. I would kind of pile things up. So I'd have crates of 100 and I'd, put 50 of them in my inventory, or 60, however many I could fit, 50, 60 in my inventory. So I had 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 food. And then I would just release them all at once. But yeah, he was nice. And he passed away a number of years ago now. So this shop is, so you'll see it says Nav Panda or PNDRX. That was Outbreath / Panda. He had some med vendors in here. And he was on admin of this house. And I used to tease him about grabbing some of this Color Bounty Hunter stuff. And of course he was like, fuck off, I'm not going to take anything out of Nav's. And I wouldn't have actually let him take anything out of Nav's house. But I used to just tease him about that. Yeah, so these are all like weapons that Nav crafted that were really good. Like I think this one was made with exceptional geocores. So yeah, just a super nice guy. Was just a big member of the community. Tons of crafting. Really well-known merchant vendor. Super nice guy. Yeah, so he had like, I remember his food vendors or his resource vendors were over here that I would buy resources off of. Not the world's best decorated shop, but pretty good, right? Just a bunch of paintings on the wall, add some color, break it up, and then he's got all these cool items that he crafted or looted. I think there might be an actual. Oh yeah, here I mentioned earlier in that other one. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller and zoom in. In that other guy's house who had the old style mystical orb, I thought he was going to have a Tuscan rifle with a dot. Ship paintings on the main wall are amazing. Oh yeah, I like. Are they? Oh right, I'm all fucking zoomed in. Yeah, I do like. I've seen this kind of pattern where you have, like the 3 dark and the 3 light kind of zigzag there. It's nice. They're well arranged. I would guess if I were to hit examine on all of them. Let's see. 2003, 3003, 3003. Yeah, they're all like precisely lined up. So somebody spent, they didn't just slapstick it up there. They definitely took some time. But yeah, these Tuscan King's rifles that I was mentioning. Deco is simple, but so well done. Yeah, I agree, Broomstick, right? It doesn't take much to have, to do it right. You don't need it super crowded. And he probably stored stuff in the back and didn't want to use a ton of items either. But it's nice. It's got, everything's kind of up on the wall. It's spread out. The spacing's good. Yeah, so Tuscan King of Rifles all used to drop with a dot. And I honestly don't know if they added this sack and, this 0 damage stuff later to invalidate all the dots when they found out it shouldn't drop with a dot every single time. So people were just farming the quest to get good dots. Or I don't think that initially dropped. I don't know. By the time I came around and I saw these, they were like this with the negative 9999 sack and 0 modifiers and damage and all that. But yeah, so you can see up on his wall, got a Mandalorian helmet up here. And I'm sure this is one of the earlier ones when you could start crafting Mando. Exceptional A ledger. So just exceptional junk item here. And I'm going to turn my light on again because the lighting here is not great for these fucking Corellian houses. And let's do that. So look at this. Beautiful, beautiful published 7 Bounty Hunter armor. I mean, look at this stuff. It's gorgeous. Random colors. He's got some bright ones here. Fancy. That's right. It is fancy. He's fancy. It's kind of like a grayish green trim there. I like the kind of brownish, bronzish. Chest plate, not as nice. I mean, the blue's okay. The blue and the green combo is a little murky. I love this one, right? A very light pinkish with the kind of that tealish green. For a long time on Vepla, this was almost the color palette that she wore. It was a brighter, it was like a whitish, tealish, but then this kind of pinkish in there. Actually, Veplo has some similar. Oh, these would be pretty close. His pants are a little different. Yeah, I like this nice deep purple on the right bicep here. I'm gonna save that red bracer. Oh, look at that steely blue with the gray. That's a sharp combo. It's a beautiful combo. Pants, kind of a nice light aquamarine. Not the most vibrant, but definitely more interesting than the normal kind of brown and white. Let's see what color boots. Okay, like a little bit of I guess a purplish brownish hue. Of course. Oh, let's double check. A lot of people never really looked at the gloves. So the Publish 7 gloves could also be different, right? So it's only a tint. So there's no vibrant, like bright reds or blues or greens. But this looks very close to the default, Publish 6 before or Publish 8 or after, kind of blue metal for the Bounty Hunter armor. I have some that are kind of a reddish. I think like when it's closer to a reddish pink, it's easier to notice the tint difference. And this is close. I'm not sure if this is a random color or the kind of the default. I'd have to see them side by side. But of course, I saved this fucking super bright. I mean, this is just so good. Let's do a little sexy sax. God damn. I don't know what Twitch's policies are, but I might need to mute my mic while I rub one out over this bracer. Oh, it's so bright red. It's so good. I don't think I have any pieces quite this bright. I've got some pretty vibrant Bounty Hunter armor, but I don't think anything. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right, Garbage. That is a really nice one. I think in the back here, he's got some storage. Oh, look at this. Nice. Some more paintings in this room. This little room. Copper. Oh, I think this copper has his name. Yeah, so I think his tune was Navri. N-A-V. Switch to chat here. Oh, make this smaller. Let me turn off my fucking anti-aliasing from Reshade. There you go. So Navi, I think his tune was, and I could probably examine. It was like N-A-V-I-R or N-A-V-I-R-R or something like that. Navri. But he might have also had a tune named Navi. So you can see this copper spawned with his name. So I remember looking at that years ago, and I thought that was pretty neat. I don't know if he harvested it or somebody got it or whatever, but that's pretty cool. So that's an easy thing to miss, right? You're in here, you're just like, okay, some nice paintings. I can turn my light on, brighten them up a little bit. Orange rug, you got the orange bioengineer poster, you got some Life Day ones. And then you're just like, oh, okay, just copper. But I love that little detail, right? It was his name. That's why the copper's there. It wasn't just a random copper, right? Dude's not dropping random copper on the floor for no reason. It's not a crafting room. There's no other resources here. Just one single copper, and that was the reason, because it was similar or the same as his name. Look at this. I like this. Every room has a little something. Oh, God, baby. Exceptional palm frond. Oh, yeah. I remember lusting after this as well. By the time I think I was balls deep in exceptional collecting, I think Nav had passed, or at least he didn't play for a while before he passed. He had some, I don't know if it was cancer, some illness, so he wasn't playing much. Which is, good, honestly. If there's a ticking clock there, I don't think I'd want to be playing here either. Garbage says, I like to collect some unique name resources too. On Resto, I had ore called Emo. Garbage, have you seen my resource house, or have I shared you with my list of resources? On Vetplantis, I have a whole house just of uniquely named resources. Surely you must have seen the list posted at some point, or I've gone in there on a stream or something. If you haven't, and you're interested, I wasn't planning on going through just my buildings or anything this time. In the beginning of the stream, I kind of mentioned that. I just wanted to... I don't think so. Oh, maybe we'll sneak over. Maybe I'll switch tunes or we'll run over there at some point. I mostly want to do random houses now. And I know I've only gotten the 14, but that's okay. I'm doing some big ones here. BH suit incomplete. I wonder what's in there. I wonder what the incomplete pieces of... Is it just the regular stuff? And sort of resources, stuff, repair... Dropbox, crafted armor, Navri stuff. Yeah, there, NAVRII. Special orders. Yeah, I think, does he have crafting stations back here? Yeah. And they're his crafting stations, right? All colorful names, so published 5 or before. His recyclers, just piled on top of each other. I love it. Oh, Pugga, were you exploring Vetplantis? Were you looking at all the resources? I guess a couple weeks ago, I I added that one pack that had all the names because I realized examining like 80 stacks of resources or whatever, 100 stacks of resources around the building was kind of a pain in the ass. So hopefully that pack, I think I did it right with like maybe 7 or 8 names per row, 10 rows or whatever, 12 rows. A couple life day orbs. You know, I think they would look nicer on a table or something, not just on the floor, but I do like it in here. And it's just, you know, yeah. So it's been a long time. Like I said, Alpra/Panda, he had some med vendors in here after I think all the other ones left, but he hasn't played in a long time.